educating investors. The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials down 15, Nasdaq's off 18, S&Ps are down 4. We have the gold contract up $1 at 11.39. You got silver up 2 cents at $16.01. Silver came back pretty good. Silver was down like 25 cents. Silver is an animal. Platinum's down $7 at 8.95. We have light sweet crude up 23 cents at $54.13. And we are going to have to find out if we get the crude numbers today.
Yeah, we were saying, I suspect they are not at least at 10:30 because when Monday's a holiday, they seem to get pushed back either super late today or early tomorrow.
Right. So if you give us some feedback in the den, that'd be great. Yeah. We don't want to trade that volatility.
We can search it out during one of the breaks if we have time as
well. We get the bond market. 10-year note up 1 tick.
Yeah, they're saying no oil data today.
Wow, what a bummer. The 10-year note up 1 tick. The 30-year bond up 10 ticks. King Dollar's up 428 ticks, trading at 103.435. Now, King Dollar, folks, has two different highs. You have the 103.535 and the 103.625. The 625 was the test of last week. I'd love to see that baby get tested out here today because what you did have out here, the last test failed. And we pull back with light volume, so wants to go for it again. The euro's at 103. The yen's trading at 117.62. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. And market-wise out here, it's kind of intriguing. So yesterday we had the net NDX 100, the SPY, and the small caps all fail in price and volume.
Yeah.
All of them just try to get into, well, if we go take a look at what they try to do here. So the Qs, the NDX 100 were like the, we were on the air this morning. That spike was pretty amazing.
Yeah, because we can go over that NDX NASDAQ trade you had.
Right.
Fared pretty well, right?
Yeah, no, it was a beauty.
Definitely.
There's no doubt. We got to 121.52 and the Qs yesterday morning, and then you end up closing out at 120.82. So it gave everything up. Okay, it got over all the highs. It got over. So it was 54 million versus 16 million. Now, what's going to be cool out here today, folks, is that yesterday you got a high of 16 million. So in a subtle way, if you can get more than 16 million going today, that's saying you got a little momentum.
Sure.
Now, I think it's really going to be tough, though. I don't see us breaking that. On the 16th, that was option expiration. We had 26 million. So at $119.36, it's like, if that's going to get broken, I think it has to wait till next week when you get real. We'll find out. Do you know what I mean? But if what's going to be cool is that if we get down to that level, then you're going to see a rejection of lower price with lighter volume, and then a run to the top again. So it's going to be wild watching this whole thing shake out. If you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. You can look at the banner on the top of the side, hit the banner, bring up the exchange, and put $25,000 of paper money into your account. And we'll bring that up right now. It's a drag. So this morning I'm looking at the NQs also, NQH. And
slow down.
Yeah, let's say NQH7. And I was waiting for it to get higher. And, needless to say, it didn't. Okay, so the trade, it was already hit 49.79, and it just did the opposite of yesterday.
Sure.
This just came south.
Right on the open.
Now, yesterday, what we did do.
So you had the 49.80 ceiling.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. And the bottom line is that it ended up being a 14-1. That I made 1,400% on one.
Yeah.
And what I had done too, it would have been a little more than that. At about 3:30, I said I took off 3 contracts, and left 7 going.
Yeah.
You know, just because I says, you know what happens? The worst thing, folks, I was up like 900 or 1,000 and was fluctuating. I said, it'd be pretty sick to give that kind of money back.
Sure, with 10 contracts, that's,
Right.
It's only $9 per contract, and that's only 9 NASDAQ 100 points.
Right. So I gave up 3, and I still had it was still $70 per point.
Yes.
From that point on.
Yeah.
You need those for actually how I trade these at the tops and the bottoms
For
too.
sure.
That's the other side.
They're very high risk, low
But that
probability.
was a beauty. I hadn't got one like that for a while.
Yeah. I mean, going short after that rise, just an easy visual for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Take the money and run.
You got it, man.
Yeah. So now, okay, so this morning, what I'm looking at this morning, what I've been waiting for also, so I didn't get the NASDAQ, but I would love to see that dollar index test the high, and I'd buy the euro. That's what I'd be looking for. So
sure.
So if we go take a look at that index, so what you have with the index this morning, folks, is that the index is up 408 ticks. It was up like, the highest today is 103.530. So it was up 523 ticks.
Sure.
It has really light volume. So this is like the perfect day for a bear. Meaning that, that I'm thinking this
Makes
is pulling
a high
back.
light volume, right.
Exactly,
Yeah.
And we know, from yesterday, you can see from yesterday how they're just pushing around. And don't be too surprised. Let me see how they're trading out here now, because it'll be interesting if it's just the opposite out here today. Well, you can see it. We'll be right back, but you can see when this came right back down, this thing could bounce in a second, I mean, the NASDAQ Q's up to 49.68, and we're at 49.42. Tommy O'Brien, we want to hear from you folks. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow's down 20, NASDAQ's up 26.
Larry
We'll be right back.
Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service, Fibonacci 24/7, is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. So if we take a look at this, the NQs out here, this is going to get interesting. So the NQs, folks, what they've done is that they come right back down to where we went topside yesterday. If we put this into the Qs for a second, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go long here for a bounce. If you take a look at the Qs, what you're going to see is that the Qs come right into the gap from yesterday.
Yeah.
So bottom line is that risk versus reward.
Sure. Same
type of deal. And if we go over to the Nadex platform, you're going to see the 80-point spread, 49.20 to 5,000. I like that spread. And I'm going to buy 3 of them for a bounce. Now the question is where does it bounce to? So if we go through this. This is strictly holiday trading.
Sure. We'll see what happens.
There's no doubt. So what's interesting here is that it's just the opposite of yesterday. So yesterday you get the spike higher, sell it. We get the spike lower. What the difference is in my own head here is that, I'm thinking this market wants to go lower, but I guess what I'm figuring right now is that you're going to get a bounce first.
Yeah. And this is, I just reduced it down to one contract to kind of take a peek of really what the risk is. So per contract, it's an $800 spread incomplete, 80 points.
Right.
So getting in at 49.41, call it 49.42, wherever you got in. But right now,
yes,
we're 22 points, give or take, over 21 points above the floor.
Right.
So that's going to be what you're paying, which is the 210, 216.
Right.
And then, your max profit. So there's not a tremendous amount of premium priced in there, right?
I know, this is just like trade the future. That's why I like it.
It is. And you have all that max profit, but you have to just keep in consideration that in order to achieve all that max profit, it has to go up to 5,000. And that's why the realistic expectation is that there's a decent amount of risk on the downside to your upside, and that's why you don't have to pay a bunch of premium.
Right.
Yeah.
Because the way that I'm figuring that is that I'm not looking for the 500.
5,000.
5,000. What I am looking for here, I'll bring this up so you can see what I am looking for. Oh, sorry.
Oh. Bless you.
Excuse me. Sorry about that, folks. If I NQH7, so what I am looking for is that we just came back into. Oh, I'm not looking for that. That we just went from 19 down to 22 down. What I'd be looking for is that a bounce back into like 49. Well, yeah.
Yeah, 60.
Yeah, 49.59, right up there. But right now, that's not going with me at all. It's not even close. Hey, we'll see where it shakes out. I still if we go over to the E-minis for a second, ESH7. So they're coming to the swing points from, let's see.
Yeah, that's Thursday and Friday.
The 22nd, yeah. Hey.
A little bit lower than the NASDAQ 100.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
No, they are. There's no doubt. And, what we do have is that if we go, let's go to the small caps for a second. Be interesting to see whether the small caps get volume behind them today. They'd have to get like 34 million. 4.4 million is not bad for the beginning of the day. Gold contract, what do we have with gold out here? Gold right now just kind of laying there, up 50 cents. So 2017 coming at us.
Yeah, it's Wednesday. New Year's is coming.
No oil numbers today. We had oil out here. Look at gasoline's up 0.9%. Oil's trading at 54 even. So oil, I suspect we're going to get tomorrow, probably. so we can trade the volatility tomorrow. Now, oil, you see, the longer that this stays over, 53.26, folks, is the number to keep your eye on oil. That's over the swing point. And natural gas, so more than likely, the last time this happened, they were both coming out a half hour in between, right?
Yeah, sometimes because, for some reason natural gas does not get pushed back.
Yeah. So natural gas is trading at 3.73. That's at highs too.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens up in the Northeast, right? January and February.
Yeah. Let's see what happens with the inauguration too, and energy and all that good stuff.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, so check that. Let's go over. Let's see what good old Rheingold Resources is doing. What the heck happened here? So Rheingold is up more than $2.50. Doesn't even look like there's a news there. This stock's a trip. This is if you guys, if you're into the metals market, this is a big move. And Rheingold, what has happened with Rheingold, folks, is that this stock is always so strong, but when it gets destroyed, it gets so destroyed. So watch this. When you take isn't that intense? So when you're looking at Rheingold, folks, Rheingold started at $60 last January. Goes up to $126. It goes all the way back to $67. I like the idea of what's happening with this today, though. This is, and I want to show you something. This is one of Fidelity's favorite stocks, and I want to see if they're in it again. Okay, so right now they actually sold. Oh, that's 930. No, there's still a big. They own 5.62% of it. And when because when Fidelity's coming in and out, they're so big. They're
Sure.
And what happens in the gold market, folks, is that there's only 1.8 million shares.
Yeah.
So that's something. It's hard for an elephant to get in and out without really moving that stock. Do you know what I mean? That's not a lot of shares.
Wait, say that again. There's not 1 point.
Is that 1
No,
point?
that's the number of shares that right. That's not.
Oh yeah, thank you.
That's not the total outstanding
there's
shares.
93 million shares. 93.7. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's 93 million shares.
Yeah.
93. Yeah. And it normally only changes about 900,000 to 1.4, 1.5 million.
It's been
shares.
slow recently with
Yeah.
That's what's going on there too.
Great Panther is still GPL. This little thing's got some juice underneath it, Yeah. So, and more than likely, what that has to do with, here's where the conversion comes in. They do business in Mexico. That's where their biggest mine is.
Okay.
The peso has been so low that
Sure.
let's see how many employees they got. They have 340 employees, and I suspect most of those are in Mexico. So the peso has gone down, the dollar's gone up, they get paid in U.S. dollars.
Yeah.
This gets really interesting, too, because I wonder how this works. They get paid in U.S. dollars, their expenses are in pesos, but yet it's a Canadian company, so I wonder if they got to convert it back. I got to ask Bob Archer that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Sure. Definitely. Yeah.
Because if that's the case, too, that would still accelerate it even more.
Okay.
Because the dollar, the Canadian dollar is weak also. So when they convert the U.S. dollars into Canadian dollars, they get a lot more money.
Sure. Yeah.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow right now is down 17. Nasdaq's up 29. S&Ps are off 5. We're going to be right back, folks.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 15. You get the NASDAQ off 27. S&Ps are down 4.5. So when we look at the NDX right now, right? So the NDX is down 17, okay? I'm looking for, like, at least a test of this 49.59, okay? So what I'd like to do, particularly because, so you get holiday trading, folks, right? And just as we got the spike yesterday and then it gave it up, what I'd like to do here, I want to figure out where to put an order and to sell these. Okay. Just in case a spike comes in, I'd like to get out on that spike because that's all I'm looking for. Sure. Do you know what I'm saying? Sure. So now this is where the question comes in. So, and this is where, folks, we say this a lot, but you want to test drive the platform, and so that you can basically put orders in, take orders out, so you can see how these premiums go back and forth. Because right now, what I'd like to do, so right now the market's trading at 49.45, and the market, you know, is right in the middle, right? Yes. So now, if I want to get out, and this is where the difference is going to come out, at a spike, the real question is, what number do I put this in to sell? Sure. Well, you know? You're looking for it to go to 49.60, right? Give or take 59. Right. That's going to be about the middle of the box, right? Oh, that's good. Okay. Yeah. So it's almost trading where it's at right now. So it's going to be even more so then. So it'll be pretty close to that market. Okay, so perfect. If you want to be sure, you could be in at 49.58, 49.57. Let's do that then. You know, that's awesome. Okay, so go for it? Go for it. So that's the number. So yeah, in the middle of the box. I got it. Okay, man. So now you have a buy up there, so it's. Yeah, that's right. So I'm so used to buying it back. This time I'm selling it. Yeah, right. Okay. And then here's where, of course. Yeah. 58. Perfect. Whatever. Yeah, no, 57 is good. 57.25. How's that? Nope, it doesn't trade in 0.25. Okay. Tenths. All right. No? Tenths, whatever. Oh. Just 2, 3. Okay. Just, it doesn't trade in quarters. I got it. Okay. Okay. So then I'm going to sell the 3 that I have. I place the order. Good. So then it's in there.
It is, and you just want to make sure for your working orders that it's down there.
And what you want to make sure of, right, which I've done before, is that it's the same contract that you're selling.
That's for sure, man.
Oh my God. Okay, so we'll see where that shakes out.
Yeah.
We got a bounce happening, which is good. Doesn't mean we'll get up to that level, but it doesn't take much to do a bounce like that. Let's go to Reddy in Mount Vernon, New York. Hey, Reddy, what's going on?
Hey, Tom. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
And to you also.
Happy holidays.
Let's make it a great one.
Yes. Hey, Tom. I'm looking at a couple things, Tom. I am learning how to trade, right? And I've been trading for a year or two. I see a short or a long, and then I take the position. And I've been very good at exiting out at my predetermined losses and profits.
Which is huge, right?
Which is it took me almost a year or two at least to get to that point. Right?
That's nothing. You're doing great, man. That's a lifelong struggle. Just so you understand that. Yeah, I'm serious.
Thank you. Yeah, so I worked through it, and I'm at a point now. I'm doing really well with that, and I want to. Sometimes I take a short position or a long position, and I take a It seems like I'm taking profit too early. And then it seems like today, I'll give you a very good example. Yesterday, I shorted NVIDIA. I bought 115 put calls for January 17th expiration. I think it was at 445 or 450 that I bought yesterday. And then I had a $600 sell call if the market went down today. And then on the downside, I wanted to lose $40. And then somewhere around 420, I had a sell call for the short. So, but looking at the market, it went way beyond than what I expected. I could have increased my gains to another $100. That's what I'm struggling with, Tom. That's my. How do you work through that?
Well, with NVIDIA, I would, bottom line is that it's good you're out. I mean, it's down 580, but NVIDIA, has a short position of 14%, and that isn't an equity you want to be shorting. So you made money, and that's awesome. What I've seen is that the aspect of short money versus long money, that you have to understand that are you trading and not trading? Do you know what I'm saying? So what that means to me is that you have to go for singles, if you're trading, because it's just it's not that easy is not a good word to use in trading in particular, or even probability. But what happens is that there is consistency on singles versus a longer term strategy, and I do both. In the gold and metal market, I wait, and I do both. But that's that market. In trading, I'm not like a freaking bed bug. I mean, I don't stay long. I don't stay long at all.
Same here, Tom. I like that too, actually.
And the difference is, what you can't do is go back and say, oh, if I stayed here. What will end up happening with you is this. One of the biggest days I ever had in the market, that the market was ended up being flat at the end of the day. It just happened that I was really trading. I was trading both sides of the market.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, 10 trades, both sides of the market. It's like, wow, you really got some bread. And it's like, well, guess what? All that was is that you're paying. You don't have greed going. You don't have fear going. You're going, okay, I'm up this much, I'm taking it. I'm up this much, I'm taking it, and you're just kind of flowing with it. So that's kind of the two different aspects of the trade. Like if you like doing options, well then you could do some longer term options if you have conviction in like a move. You know what I'm saying? But you make sure that that's structured out there, and on a structure like that, you should be using a small amount of your capital that you can make a lot that you can make a large amount. On day trades, you can use a lot more of your capital because, but you got to make sure you have discipline to get in and get out. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, if you're going to make 200, don't lose, 3,000 making 200 in a day. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's in line. Your thoughts are in line with my strategies too that I use. So when I have long-term position, long-term conviction of a stock, I try to jump in a bit by bit. That's how I do it. So okay.
Yeah. Good. Cooking, brother.
Well, what are you? So finally, coming to that particular stock, what do you think, Tom? Are you in the long term, maybe in a month term? So what do you suggest?
And NVIDIA is not a short position. But that is one of the strongest stocks in the whole market, and it has volume all the way up to 109. Yeah. There's plenty of other stocks out there, man. You can short and sell away on.
I know. Thank you very much, Tom.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now are down 18. You get the NASDAQ off 26. S&Ps are down 5. Let's go to our man Carlos in Garden Grove, California. Carlos, what's going on, brother?
Oh, Tom, good morning. Good morning, Tommy. How are you guys?
Morning, Carlos.
Doing great. Yourself?
Good morning. I'm doing very well, thank you.
Yeah, ready for a great 2017?
Yes, I am ready, and I wish you guys a very happy and productive and wish the best you can have from life for all of you. You're very, very great people.
And
Thank
you also, man. We
You too,
appreciate
man.
you growling and
Definitely.
prowling out
Thank
here with
you.
us.
Thank you. Tom, today I want to ask you about the 10-year bond. I know you may have mentioned something before, but I wasn't here. I've been through surgery in the last days, and I just woke up.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What were you getting surgery for?
I have some problems with my intestines,
Okay.
and they had to perform a surgery. It's been something that is bugging me for several years until finally they take care of it.
Awesome, man.
Yes. And I was up
Let's get
pretty
a
much most
surgery.
of the night.
Were you trading on the table?
Actually, yeah, I have a bed right next to my desk, and
God.
and I've been trading, but at a certain time I have to take medication, and that knocks me down. So as soon as the effect goes away, I come back.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but I was up last night when the silver made a crazy move before every metal. But today I want to mention first the 10-year bond. If you please can help me out with this. My question is, I'm long the 30 and the 10-year, but let's mention about the note, the 10-year. I noticed it's being very thin, moving very slowly and drops and goes back. Seems like there's not much volatility as it was several weeks ago. Is that a sign of no buyers completely at this time, or is there a season for that instrument? Because I want to learn how it behaves, and if you can share your experience with me, how that 10-year note behaves pretty much, I will appreciate.
Well, the behavior of like all these structures, meaning whether it's the currencies, the equities, the bonds, the notes, you know, in these couple weeks, you got to be really careful because large operator, like if Tommy was Goldman Sachs, right, he can move it anywhere he wants to move it. That's the reality. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So what happens, so picture what happens, folks, okay? If we look at the 10-year, the 10-year, one contract, okay, is $1,500, right? Well, a large broker-dealer, you know, and every large broker-dealer has, you know, at least, you know, 4 or 5 bond traders that are sitting there. You can imagine, I mean, if we just multiply that by like 200 contracts, that's nothing for them.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? So what happens is that the liquidity dries up and they can move it wherever they really want to move it. Now, do they do that? Most times I would say they really don't, because the firm has larger positions. Do you know what I mean? They just kind of go in, you know, and say, okay, I'm going to move this up, I'll move this down. Okay, there's a method to the madness, really. Okay, but because of that, you can get fast moves. Now, I like the trade that you have because it looks to me, and it's not just because of how the bond, you know, it's only up 2 ticks, but what it has done is that it's held the lows, and this is where when we had backed down yesterday with dramatically lighter volume. So, you know, to me, volume always matters, you know. And what happens on low volume weeks or days, well, if you're a bull, you want this thing backing down versus going higher. And that's what we did. You know, so the trading the notes and the bonds can get like real smooth, and you feel like that these are easier than other instruments, and then all of a sudden they'll get wild, you know.
Yeah.
So it's it's because I hear you loud and clear when you say that there's less volatility.
And there's just been so much movement recently.
There has.
I've been trading this instrument for all this year.
Yes.
And my performance has been very good, but I notice I do better when there's higher volatility than when it's very slow, like at this time. Even though I'm making money right now, it's not as quick as I used to be. And that's another thing. I was listening to the other caller, and I feel identified in a way because I'm trying to mix, since I subscribe to 3 of your different newsletters.
Yes.
I wanna mix my trading or day trading with a little bit of more swing to core trading, because honestly, I'm really bad doing core or long trading. For some reason,
that doesn't matter. Then just don't do it. So what does happen is this. I think what you're dealing with is just understanding that for a trader, high volatility is great for us. What happens? Yes. High volatility is not good for an investor, but for a trader it is, because what happens is that in the course of a day, the market goes back and forth a few times, and as long as you just don't sit there and do nothing, your chances of making, whether it's a half a point or something, go up dramatically. When the market is flat or it's a one-way market, traders have a hard time, because a trader trades both sides of the market. I mean, you know, and a one-way market is not good for traders, and a dull market is not good for traders. You know, we're looking for movement.
Yes, and I notice, if I want to keep a trade a little longer, sometimes I end up giving up most of the profits, even though I put my stop. And then I regret doing what I was not actually.
That's a killer. I've been there too many times. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It was planned, but it's still, since it's easier. Well, it's easier for me because I'm. I always said 24/7 looking at the screen, clicking and taking my money, taking the bread, like you said, and I don't know, for some reason it works for me. But every time I try, I tried this year and the last quarter, and it didn't work. I tried to go long, I tried to go short, and trying to stay in the market more than I'm used to it. It didn't work for some reason.
No, that totally makes sense to me. So what happens, folks, is this: if you're trading, meaning you're day trading, you know, that when you go for a price projective, and you know you're getting close to the projective, and then you say, okay, I'm going to stay in this, hopefully get more, and put a stop in. What you have to do is do the numbers on that, because it'll blow your mind that, you know, if you put the stop and then you get stopped out, you say, oh my God, I just gave back 200 or 2,000, whatever that is. What I've found is that you just got to get out. You just got to take it, because the difference is dramatic at the end of the day if you got 4 or 5 trades that have been on and you take the money versus letting it come back and hit your stop. Because, you know, and I think every trade has all these same stories, Carlos. That's the cool thing here. Do you know what I mean? We've all faced it and still face it. Like when I said to Reddy, this is a lifelong, you know, battle. I mean, you know, you can, well, it doesn't have to be a battle. I don't see it as a battle, but you got to be cognizant of all that. And the quickest way is always keep taking money. Let's, you know.
Thank you.
Cooking, brother.
So much,
Happy New Year.
Tommy,
Thanks,
have a great
Carlos.
day. Take care.
You gotta take that money.
You gotta do it.
Gotta do it. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow right now is down 23. Nasdaq's off 29. S&Ps are off 5. We're gonna break back.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, Swim Lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. And don't forget, folks, you can get us 24 hours a day right on your cell phone, TFNN.com. You hit Tiger TV. So just coming across out here, we get pending U.S. home sales fell on higher mortgage rates.
If that surprises anybody, you're not paying attention.
Yeah,
right? I mean,
quick, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, it makes sense. You know, in terms of, and it goes back to saying the volatility, man, we've had a massive move. I mean,
huge.
You're talking about 0.5 point to 0.75 point.
Right.
Which is...
On long-term money, it's big, big
in the
dollars.
time frame we've had it, which is literally like 5 to 6 weeks.
Right.
Insanity.
Right.
Yeah.
So contracts to purchase previously owned U.S. homes unexpectedly decreased in November on a sudden pickup.
Unexpectedly, but go ahead.
Yeah, I know. It's seriously. On a sudden pickup in mortgage rates and limited inventory. Pending home sales declined 2.5%. Forecast was for a 0.5%.
That's a pretty big miss, 2% though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
no, it declined 2.5%.
And they thought it was going to go up.
Gain, so it's a 3%
exactly.
miss. Yeah.
Let's see. The drop in contract signing was the first in 3 months and shows the impact of a surge in mortgage borrowing costs that began after the U.S. presidential election. Home buying activity has been spurred by further labor market improvement and promising gains in wages. Let's see. Other details. Purchases decreased 6.7% in the West, the biggest decline since July of 2013. Index fell 2.5% in Midwest to the lowest level in January. Contract signings in the South, the nation's largest region, declined 1.2%, weakest level since September of 2014. And if we go take a look at that WB, we were just talking with Carlos about trading that 10-year. So we're 2.5%. And when we go from...
Just 3 months ago,
look
we're
at that.
A whole point lower.
Yeah. That's intense.
Yeah. That's why it's like, you know, of course that's going to affect the housing market.
Yeah.
I mean, it has to.
Well,
prices are going up.
And what's going to be intriguing here is to see there's a couple camps out there that, okay, if the prices are going up, then more people are going to try to go right now. You know what I mean? And buy.
That's possible.
It is, for sure. You know, now my take is
because
that
they could be up another full point in the next 6 months or a year. That's very possible.
Right.
Yeah.
Go back to, you know, and we'll see. I mean, it's going to be intriguing, and then I think it's going to take another couple weeks. The 30-year bond looks like. Let me see if this finally got off the lows. No, it's not off the lows yet. You know, so the 30 years been hanging here since December 9th. Trying to get inside this higher range, do you know what I mean? And it's only a few ticks, but those few ticks mean something, right?
Sure.
The 10-year is the same type of setup. Now, the 10-year, you know, is a further away from the range, meaning that range there is like 124.05.
Sure.
And the 10-year, folks, is the one that makes the difference in our 30-year mortgage rates.
Okay.
The 30-year mortgage rate is priced off the 10-year bond.
note.
I'm not sure
10-year
why.
note.
10-year note. I'm not sure why, but that's how that does shake out. So that's going to be important as we go forward. There's no two ways about that. You stay right there. We got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming up next. He's going to be growling proud with you. Then swim lessons. Steve Rhodes. Dave is off the next couple of days.
He is. He'll be back after the new year.
We'll be back this afternoon. Growling and prowling.
We sure will.
2017.
It's coming.
Remember we had the party in 2000?
Of course.
Oh my God. That's
17 years ago.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
17 years. That's almost half your lifetime
I knew that's
ago.
where you're going to go. Almost half.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. I wish it was half. Then I'd be 34, but it's not. I'm a little bit older than 34.
Not much.
Not much, I know,
much,
but still.
not much.
I always want to be younger, no matter what.
You stay right there, folks. We do appreciate the growling and prowling with us out there. You stay right there. I'm in. Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next. And we do wish you all a great, happy New Year. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Go get him, folks. Just a kid. Yeah, he is just a kid.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.